Hey guys, I wanted to do a quick video today, giving a little more of a breakdown on my Deadmau5 helmet, going through a little bit about, what I used to make it, what I did to make it, and yeah, I don't want to take up too much time, so I'm going to jump right into it. I started with the ears, and I made those out of, I want to say it's a 1-inch insulation foam, and I showed we kind of like hand screwed a steel threaded rod probably about this far, probably more than halfway through it. We didn't really like drill a hole first. We just kind of shoved it up there and stuck some hot glue at the bottom, and I don't know, they're pretty sturdy. So this one's a little wobbly, but not really. Then for the eyes, we have 6-inch white acrylic globes that we pretty much cut in half, and I think they're actually 5.5 inches right now. I think that's what that is. I'm not positive. But then we took a piece of plexiglass, spray painted it black so light couldn't get through, and then put a light on each end of it, and we had to kind of angle them because I'll include a picture, but you can kind of see in Spencer's how the light is like a direct light, and there's, it looks more like a flashlight kind of thing, like there's a little circle. Mine we angled a lot so that we got rid of that problem, and it's not really noticeable on mine. We got the mouth. Well, the head really is made out of a 14-inch acrylic globe, which was painted black on the inside. So I like the light from the eyes, because they do go down about 1 inch inside all the way around. It's just so that light wouldn't shine through, because initially it did, and we didn't put the black on the inside of this one until it was already covered. And I'll include pictures so you can kind of see where some of the paint came through the top, and I tried to wash it out, and you can't really see it anymore because I've washed it so many times, but there was quite a bit of black paint on the top of it, and it took me forever to cover it, but I'll get to that in a second. But then right here, the mouth is just the remainder of what we cut out from the initial head. And we covered that in just obviously some white fabric that you could kind of see through. You can see through good, when you're close to something, but at range everything tends to get pretty blurry. But, can't really expect too much out of trying to make something white and then visible. At night it's very, very hard, especially when there's like street lamps or something. It just reflects all the light and it makes everything really hard to see. We drilled some holes in this one. I think that there's just a little spot right here. I don't know if you can really see it. I'll include a picture. But that was so people could hear me and I could hear them, and so there's ventilation in the inside so it doesn't fog up. It really didn't work the way we planned. Didn't work as well as what I should say. I'd like a screen thing. We did some experiments with like screen, but it didn't really work out, so we kind of scrapped that idea and went to this one. That was glued inside, and then the lip on the top and bottom is just the same foam we used up here, the inch insulation foam. But and everything was pretty much hot glued in. We didn't use any epoxy or anything, just because we didn't really feel it was necessary, because it was it was a prototype, you could say. And then on the inside, initially I did what I called the toilet seat cover head design. It was basically that piece of that insulation foam that we cut out, and it looked like a toilet seat that fit inside there and it rested on your head. and then there was a piece of foam that went over the top of the head. It didn't really keep the helmet secure, so we scrapped that idea very, very early on. And I ended up finding, somebody recommended using a hard helmet. Cut it up a little bit so it fits in there, and that's what's in this one. We couldn't fit a hard helmet in Spencer's, which was the black and green one, because he had a 12-inch globe, but that's a story for another time. But then, also on the inside, we have two fans. We have a small, probably it's literally about that big, and that's right here. And then we have a fan in the back that, blows air at the back of my neck. They're raised up about an inch, and so air can get behind them. And I've only used them once, and it was, I didn't really notice it because it was already pretty cold out, so I didn't notice if it was actually doing anything. But that helps with ventilation and keeping me cool inside. Plan to try more fans for the next one, maybe. And the last thing is the LED string. It's not really an LED string, it's a neon string that goes all the way around the mouth, comes up and around both ears, and that's got its own power source and switch. When you see the pictures of the electronics inside, you're going to see that they're very, very, very shoddily put together, if that's even a word. I don't know much about electronics. I kind of just, if it worked, I kind of just wired it up like that and called it good. I don't know. Other than that, covering it was really hard. We just used, for the main part, what I used, it's a swimsuit material. I think I got it at like Joann's Fabrics or something. I don't remember exactly where we went. But I don't know how to sew, so we hot glued it, and it didn't turn out too bad, but it could have turned out better if I would have been able to sew it. There's just parts that aren't, straight. It looks a little messy from the back, but then again, I don't really care what the back looks like. The next one, we're not covering with fabric, we're doing it completely different, so hopefully you guys are going to be able to see that. That's really all I got, for explanation on the helmet. It's pretty basic. I just wanted to get this one done to see what worked, and then the next one will be the good one that's even more sturdy and everything. But if you have any more questions, feel free to ask them in the comments and I'll answer them. Also, this video will be part of the 1,000 views to get to making a series about how to make one. It's going to be a lot different than this one. Don't really want to give anything away, but yeah, that's all I really got to say. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.